Hi Cancer, so I'm going to get straight into your reading, and if there's anything else that you feel that you need to know about, then you can find all of the information you could possibly need in my descriptions box and in my pinned comments below. And cross watchers, please remember that you can switch the energies around if you feel that it's resonating with you better that way. Okay, so with this being the beginning of the month, Cancers, this read is engineered more towards like a general life reading, and the love reads are more, they're in the mid-month, right? So your card to start off your month is Closure, which is a really nice energy, okay? It's all about finding the answers to the questions that you had. It's making sense of things that you've been through. It's looking towards your future with optimism rather than with fear. It's walking bravely towards the life that you've always wanted for yourself, and understanding that, yeah, it is going to take work, but you're not afraid of hard work. You know, you were built for it in a lot of ways. Closure is fantastic. The size of the door in the background is absolutely huge. All right, so there was a huge life-changing event. You're walking away from something that was huge. It was a massive part of who you were. However, that being said, what you're heading towards is a new version of yourself. It's the version of yourself that you always imagined that you could be, and you're taking active steps today to start building who you want to be. If this is about a breakup, then this is saying that it served you well. Okay, so while breakups are never ever easy, this is taking you towards, I'm trying to avoid sounding patronising, but it can be really difficult sometimes. But it's basically, if this is about a breakup, it's saying that breakup, while, yeah, difficult for you to go through, you're heading towards something that's far better for you as well. That's why I was worried about coming across as being a bit patronising, because that's the message that was coming through for some of you. It's all about making room for brand new energies to come in as well. So no longer investing yourself in the past, anyone from your past. It's having that firm understanding that once you've closed that door, you're not reopening it. Some of you might be feeling obligated to stay in a situation that's not serving your highest good as well. Some of you could just be still hoping that things will change, that things will get better. It can be like a misplaced sense of loyalty as well. So if that's you, then the message is to stop hesitating and to take action. Okay. It's all about, you know, with it being closure, it's about no longer trying to recreate the past and trusting your instincts. So it's very 50-50 about where you're standing for the messages that are coming out, because half of you have already closed that door and you're a bit anxious about the future, and the other half of you, you haven't quite walked through that door yet in order to close it behind you. You're kind of more in the doorway, you know. So it's up to you where you feel that you are with that one. Okay, right. So let's start pulling your tarot. It's Cancer's current energy, please. Cancer's current energies, please. Thank you. Queen of Wands. It's beautiful. Aries energy. So The cards in tarot, as we always say, that they're not gender specific, okay? It makes no difference if you identify as feminine, masculine, gender fluid. Honestly, it makes no difference. It's just the energies. This is your current energy, right? And the Queen of Wands is someone who is confident in their own abilities. They're very, very good at keeping the home fires burning. They're very good at having multiple projects on at once. It doesn't mean to say that they're wasting their time with it, you know, because sometimes we can spread ourselves out a bit too thinly, and we're not very productive in that way. The Queen of Wands is different because she can juggle a lot of things at the same time and is very, very productive. So you could be juggling multiple things at this time, Cancers. Some of you could be juggling childcare, taking care of the home, as well as trying to have your own business for some of you, because the Queen of Wands, again, is very proactive. For a lot of you, this is a message about your self-worth and your self-confidence, okay? For a long, long time, you haven't been seeing yourself in the same way that others see you. So you're coming across as a bit of like a sexy mystery, okay? There's a hidden depth to the Queen of Wands that she keeps. It's like you let people so close and then they can't go any further. It's that hidden level that you keep in for just the most important people in your life, if that makes sense. Only the ones who are the nearest and dearest to you get to see that hidden depth, is where I'm going with that. It's also come out with the Three of Swords, which is Libra energy. So obviously, yes, you will be very heartbroken and disappointed for something having not gone the way that you thought it would, okay? This is what you're healing from, okay? This is what you're getting your closure from. You're giving yourself closure, all right? You're not giving someone else the power, if that makes sense. See, a lot of times I hear the words that get thrown around about how such and such is coming back to give you closure. And I don't know, I think that's really back to front, because closure doesn't come from the other person. Closure doesn't come from the one who hurt you. Closure comes from you. Closure comes from inside of you. Closure comes from you giving yourself permission to grieve whatever it was that ended or went wrong. Give yourself permission to grieve and to feel that disappointment. It's not about wallowing in self-pity, okay? It's about feeling these emotions that you've got every right to feel, whether it's anger, grief, disappointment. Feel them, acknowledge them. And when you do that, you're actually releasing that energy back up into the universe, as it can be transmuted into positive energy, okay? It's about finding that healthy, and for some of you, creative, with the Queen of Wands energy, release for these pent-up feelings and emotions. It's a healthy outlet, because the body keeps score. So this is your current energy. You're keeping yourself busy. Some of you, you're getting involved in something creative. You could be making something, you could be doing some kind of artwork or artistic stuff. And that, for you, is your healthy release of the pain that this situation, whatever it was that you were dealing with and walking away from, brought to you, okay? And Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Being patient with yourself. Understanding that that healing is a process that takes time. Understanding that there is no quick fix for your healing process. So this is really, really nice, Cancers. It's like you're not holding anything over your head anymore. You're giving yourself full permission to do what you need to do in order to get your forward movement. What's the outside influences affecting Cancer at this time, please? Thank you. The Chariot, your major arcana. So you could be dealing with another Cancer. You could be, but you don't have to be. I'm getting physical movement with this one, and I'm going to clarify. The Ace of Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Love, unconditional love, a magnetic pill. Empress, nice. Libra and Taurus energy, it's also divine feminine energy. And the Two of Wands, Mars and Aries energy. Yeah, starting again. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this Chariot. Where's the Chariot here, please? Whoa, Five of Swords, Queen of Wands. Okay, so the outside influences, Cancers. We're seeing here that somebody is in love with you, right? Now, this could be showing me that the one who broke your heart, that you're trying to get closure from, we're seeing that there is still love here. However, they didn't make you feel loved, okay? Five of Swords, that is Aquarius energy, Venus in Aquarius. That's the card of competition. And I don't like it because you've got the Queen of Wands again. So the one that you're healing from made you feel like you were in competition. Okay, they might have told you a few times that they did love you and all the rest of it, but there was something missing. Okay, something wasn't really striking a chord with you, because your major arcana, again, it was clarified with the Five of Swords. This particular combination is your outside influence. They made you feel like you were never quite good enough. They always made you wonder if there was someone else that they were dealing with, because of the way that they would carry on. Now, for some of you as well, it could be, with this being communication, you might have seen that the person that you were dealing with, and I do feel for the most part this is like a romantic partner, they could have been messaging publicly another individual, but they were using language that they shouldn't have been using because they were in a relationship with you. Okay, that's for some of you. So that's where this feelings of you being in this mind frame of feeling like you weren't good enough for them, because that's how they constantly made you feel. You certainly never felt like you were the only one in that relationship with them. It always felt like there was others that was involved with them. There's an element in your energy, Cancers, that yes, you did try and make it work. You did try and ignore the problem, push it to the side even. Yet you found that the more that you tried to do that, the worse it became. It was almost as if your person felt like you were then giving them permission to carry on doing what it was that they were doing, which was not what you were getting at all. It's just basically you were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, and they took the fucking piss. Okay. And then we see, again, as an outside influence that's affecting you, Empress and Two of Wands. So either someone's moving on from you, or I'm feeling strongly, Cancers, that this is you moving on from them, because you've realised your worth and your value. You've realised your true potential as well. For some of you, you could even be resonating as being a divine feminine energy, and you might have thought that this individual was your divine counterpart for some of you. And there's this realization somehow, and I feel strongly that this is through the way that you've been treated in this connection. You've realized, shit, actually, I think I've made a mistake. So we see that you're trying to make decisions based on logic and reason rather than just with your emotions. Furthermore, I can also see that whoever it was that you're dealing with, they have made you doubt your own emotions as well. There could have been a lot of gaslighting that was going on. All right, so they could have been saying, oh, Cancer, I don't know what you're talking about. You're being paranoid. There's nothing going on. I'm not doing this, that, and the next. And actually, it's transpired that, guess what? Yes, they were doing this, that, and the next. Whatever it was that you were accusing them of, they were. And all of that time that you spent doubting yourself, I mean, that I think that's the worst betrayal of all. Because that's the hardest one to ever completely heal from. Having had your own version of reality being called into question. Having your own intuition being just completely told that you were the one that was in the wrong, when you knew full well that there was something else that was taking place here. And it's that betrayal of self that's the worst thing to deal with, I think, in a lot of cases. What's the outcome or guidance here, please, for Cancers? Thank you. King of Wands, Leo energy, being proactive. Thank you. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Nice. Oof, the Four of Wands, Aries energy, and the King of Coins, Taurus energy. Wow. So, Cancers, this is looking absolutely amazing. Okay, what I'm seeing is you've turned the tables on an uncertain situation. All right, so you were left feeling less than by another. You were left feeling, let's be honest, like a piece of shit by someone else. You're removing yourself from the equation with that. And what you're actually heading towards is someone who genuinely does care and love you. We're seeing, for a lot of you, that you're making the path towards the individual that is actually going to marry you. There's a full-blown commitment here that you're walking towards, where you feel grounded, stable, secure, with an individual who will never once make you question yourself, an individual who will defend you, who will have your back, who will stand up for you when needed. An equal partner with the Lovers. And with that King of Wands, it's someone who is not going to expect you to Queen of Wands, which is do everything by yourself, which we've seen from the individual that you were dealing with prior. They were expecting you to do everything by yourself. But we see that this is your true counterpart here that you're walking towards. An equal partner. Someone who's on the same page as you, someone who's on the same level as you. The energy at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Coins, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A gift from the universe. That's the seed that you plant, you nurture, and you grow. For some of you, you're heading towards a pregnancy as well. You're going to have a family with the individual who is just going to be everything that you ever wanted in an equal partner. Someone that you can genuinely trust. And the Six of Coins, again, that's more equality. So instead of you doing all of the giving, Cancers, and then doing all of the taking, this individual here that you're walking towards, if you remember, because you're walking towards something new, you're not going to need for anything. You're not going to want for anything. It's really, really nice. It's under the Knight of Cups. Yeah. A romantic offering, asking you out for a date, trying to get to learn more about you, being genuinely interested in you as a person rather than for what you can give. Have a healing message, please, for Cancers. Oh. Okay. Silence in the mind. Let silence guide you to your inner peace. And celebrate life. Make your life a celebration. Wow. Okay, so as always, we'll do the rule of 3 with these cards. So your first message comes from the creator of the deck. Your second and most important message comes from your own intuition while you're looking at the card. And then your third message comes from your reader and their intuition. Right. Okay, so silence in the mind. Let's take a look. Let silence guide you to your inner peace. This oracle comes to set you free from uncharitable words and encourage you to silence when you face prejudiced adversity. Let peace surround you, guard your sanctuary, and avoid dwelling on negative thoughts. Instead of a defensive or vengeful response, create a peaceful atmosphere where you can be what you truly are. Listen to your heart. Let the source of life draw you into a nurturing embrace. By silencing your mind, you'll become more alert and sensitive to your surroundings. This is because a silent mind is devoid of judging, clinging, or rejecting. The silent mind is free from hatred, anger, jealousy, confusion, and conflict. When you are mindful of yourself, judging in that moment, then the judging will stop. Once you stop judging, you'll naturally see things as they are. Eventually, your mind will redirect you towards harmonious living and meaningful relationships with others. Only then does life become exciting, because now you can fully experience each moment in its freshness. You can also see your relationships with others in a totally new light. And the mantra that comes with this card is, rather than speaking, turn everything off and listen to the silence. Let it be inner music that creates your mantra. Feel the calming energy flowing through you and allow it to relax your body and renew your spirit. Right, so what I get with that one, Cancers, is for a lot of you, you were dealing with an individual who made you feel very, very differently about yourself, and they didn't make you feel great about yourself because of the way that they were treating you. So you've become accustomed to having this really loud inner critic. And because your inner critic is so loud, it's actually drowning out the voice of your own intuition. So a lot of times it can be really difficult to distinguish between the two. All right, so you're being told here to silence your mind, silence your inner critic, to see things for the way that they truly are, rather than for the way that you would like them to be, and take things from there. Okay. And then celebrate life. Okay, make your life a celebration. It says, Sufis does not celebrate birthdays or wedding anniversaries. They celebrate achievements. They take every opportunity to celebrate even small achievements to encourage each other. It is their pleasure to attend joyful events and celebrate being together. In this poem, Sadi suggests that we celebrate the gift of life itself by being grateful for every breath we take. The oracle's message is to have gratitude for all that you have have, whether it's positive and a blessing to you or a negative experience which challenges you. It is encouraging you to pay attention to your needs and to have plenty of fun and share pleasant experiences. There is so much to be thankful for right now, and the more that you focus on your blessings, the more likely you are to find yourself on the receiving end of the generosity and the benevolence of the universe. The road to thankfulness lies in the flow through your own soul. Gratitude can transform an ordinary day into a day of thanksgiving. Contentment in life comes when you can turn routine jobs into works of joy and change ordinary experiences into blessings. And the mantra that comes with this card is, I am blessed and I thank the universe for every day and everything that happens to me. I give thanks for the light, for my life and for my strength, and I give thanks for the joy of living. So rediscovering the pleasures in life, Cancers. But remembering, very similar to what I've just told Gemini in their reading, you cannot heal in the same environment that did this to you. Okay, if you're still in that environment, the Three of Swords environment, you cannot possibly heal when you're still around that. Okay. Right, that's for Cancers, please. Thank you. Okay, creativity, throat chakra, and it's suggesting that Amazonite might be beneficial for you at this time. And it says, use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. Yeah, we literally saw that here in your current energy. That's literally what you're currently doing. So Cancers, you're on the right path. See, by doing that, you've hit the nail. You're on the right path. You're doing exactly what you should be doing right now. And the throat chakra pertains to your right to speak. It deals with communications, truth. It can be blocked by lies as well. Okay, so you, the days of you being lied to is over. You're no longer just going to blindly trust what the person that you were dealing with tells you anymore. You used to believe them. For some of you, you might have hung off their every word, and then you realised that you yourself were being gaslighted. Okay, I forgot to give the warning. If anybody is offended at swearing, then you might want to switch out now. Okay, because the Rebel deck, it can be really, really brutal, blunt, and quite offensive. Okay, so obviously if that's not your sort of thing, then you might want to switch out. Okay, it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. You're a grown-ass adult, stop blaming others for your shit. So for a lot of you, that could be pertaining to the person that you were dealing with. You know, your little gaslighting person. Okay. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. Yeah. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. So where you were holding out hope that the person that you were dealing with was going to change their ways, or that they were going to change for you, they're saying, look, that never works. That never ever works. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. Okay. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Yeah. And don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. really interesting read, Cancers. So that is what I have for you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so is in the descriptions box and it's in the pinned comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.